So the sector we are working in right now in Dell is about we deal with the storage portfolio of Dell.
Okay.
So you have to deal with the storage products, networking. So the compute storage and network is what we handle.
Okay.
So the use case would be related to that because they know that people are new to this. So they'll give you a lot of information.
Okay.
Based on that information. Hello, I am Snigdha Deepala. I am a graduate of computer science engineering from Geetham University, but I graduated in 21. And I currently work at Dell Technologies as associate sales engineer analyst.
Cool.
Hello, Akshay.
Cool. So, Snigdha, how did you get into the Dell company? That is the main intention of today's video. So, just give a small insight to our audience. Like, how did you get into the Dell and what was the source you referred to get into the company? What did?
Okay, so for Dell, actually, the email was sent by our placement department itself. But I think a lot of people missed the mail because it literally just had one link.
Achha, okay.
So I opened it and I showed it to my friend as well. And only 2 of us applied as far as I know. And we got through actually, both of us. But she didn't take the job and I did.
Right.
So it was pretty straightforward. It was from placement department. But it was not campus placement. They just sent the link.
Okay. All right. So when compared to other companies' hiring procedure, like how is it Dell's hiring procedure? Is it same or is it different? Like how was it?
So I'd say for Dell, it was a little different because with other hiring procedures, they take you first through the technical round and then maybe the HR round, right?
Okay.
And yeah, but here it was not like that. So first there was something called an elevator pitch round.
Okay.
So there they would essentially just check your speaking skills. So they'd give you a topic and you'd have to talk about it for about a minute. And that's just the initial screening. After that, if you get through, then you'd have the technical round.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't have any HR round after that, but a couple of people did. So yeah, maybe it works like that.
Okay. So as you mentioned, first round will be, our main focus is given on your communication, I guess, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So how was it? Like they will be sharing a screen and you have to speak according to that. Like how was it actually?
No. So it's a bunch of people in a Zoom meeting and it depends on the interviewer actually. They could give you a topic or they can ask you to speak about something, but you should just be able to speak for a minute or so without any gap. So they're just trying to see how your speaking skills are. That's it.
And speaking overview of your point, like a random topic will be given from the panelist and you have to speak according to that.
Yeah.
Chalo then. So how many members were there in the Zoom call? Any idea, neither?
Oh, there were a lot of people. It was like around 100 or more, I guess.
Okay, like how was the initiative was taken? Like randomly a person will speak or the name will be called?
No. There is I think they have a list if I'm not wrong. It's 2 years ago. I don't really remember well, but yeah. So I think they give you the order and then you have to go when your turn comes.
Chalo then. Do you remember the topics? Is it current affairs or like how?
Not really, but yeah, I think it was everything. So for me, I was asked to speak about anything. So I was really interested in rainwater harvesting at the time. So I spoke about that.
Okay.
But a few people spoke about their final year project. Some people were asked to speak about women empowerment.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends.
Chalo then. So what was the time taken to get the first round result? Do you remember? Long back?
I don't really remember, but it was not very immediate actually. All the results for Dell were not, it took some time. So I think the first round results came after a week.
Achha.
And yeah, technical round, I think it took a lot of time, like 20 days or maybe even a month if I'm not wrong.
So what was the mode of update, Snigdha? Is it through the telephonic call? Is it through the mail ID?
No. Yeah, we got an email asking us to join the second round.
So as you mentioned, the next will be the technical round, correct?
Yeah.
So how was your technical round experience?
That was actually very interesting because for the technical round, when they send you the mail, they'll send you a use case. So you'll have to solve, and they don't send it to you the previous day. Okay. So in the morning by around 9 o'clock, they send you, I think, the mail. And within 1 or 2 hours, you're supposed to solve it and upload it in some link that they give. So, yeah. So once that is done, yeah, your interview starts.
So it's like a use case will be sent to your mail ID and you have to download the use case and you have to write the code for that use case.
Yeah, this is not coding at all. Like this entire job is not even related to coding. Okay. So this is more about, so the sector we are working in right now in Dell is about we deal with the storage portfolio of Dell.
Okay.
So you have to deal with the storage products, networking. So the compute storage and network is what we handle. Okay. So the use case would be related to that because they know that people are new to this. So they'll give you a lot of information. Okay. Based on that information, based on the question, what is the solution that you design is what they're trying to see. That's it.
So were there any deadline, Snigdha, given to you?
Yeah. So I think we had only a few hours to solve the use case and upload it.
Okay.
Once that is done, your interview would be anytime during the day. And I think they'd call you or email you for that, and you have to join the call and take the interview.
Chalo then. So again, putting spotlight on the use case. So if possible, could you just, break down into small pieces and give a proper explanation, like how was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if I can disclose a lot, but the use case is essentially, just like they'll give you information on what the storage products are like, what
Okay.
is the networking capabilities, so the use case would be like a company is looking for certain requirements, and this is what you have at Dell. How are you going to solve the problem?
Chalo then. So this was all about the use case. And I hope that all the instructions will be mentioned in the email and you have to follow.
Yes, everything will be mentioned. Yeah.
And if a person, unfortunately, if a person, he or she, unable to get the use case, is there any, what is a mentor kind of thing? Anything?
Nothing like that, actually. I think you can just email them back and ask. There's usually one point of contact, so if they respond very quickly, so I think they should be able to help in that case.
So Spock details will be given on the mail ID, correct?
Yeah.
So then, so once you get shortlisted regarding this use case, so what will be the next process?
Yeah.
Can you talk on that?
So the next process is the interview, which is in which you'll have to defend your solution.
Okay.
So it's like you're creating a presentation deck, right, as a use case. So you have to present that solution and defend it to them. And the interview was, I think, scheduled for about half an hour or so, but mine went very long. It was like 1.5 hours.
Okay.
They kept asking me a lot of questions, and they just want to see how you're able to handle objections. So a lot of it, they also understand that students coming from computer science and all won't know a lot about hardware details of storage products, but they want to see how you're willing to understand and answer the questions. That's it. And they'll say a lot of, like, it's almost like a stress interview at one point. So they'll try to put you down. They'll tell you that your solution is wrong, even though it's correct, and you have to defend it with a logical explanation.
So technical round will be all about whatever the use case you have uploaded. So all the questions will be based upon that, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So what will be the platform? Is it Zoom? Is it?
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, I think it was Zoom itself.
Zoom. So did they mention specifically to do a PPT and explain, or is it just a oral?
Yeah. No. So the use case is a PPT, right?
Achha.
You're also asked to create another PPT deck and explain that.
So do you remember how many panelists were there in the meeting during that time?
Oh, yeah. It depends again, because some of my friends had about just 1 or 2, but I had, I think, 4 panelists.
As you mentioned, it took almost like more than 1 hour.
Oh, yeah. It was a long interview.
Depends on individual.
At the end of it, and like at the end of it, you'll actually think you're not getting the job, but yeah, they just want to test you.
Chalo then. So once the communication screening is done, later there will be a link regarding the use case. Once you got shortlisted, there will be a TR. So what is the time taken to get the shortlisted result for TR?
No. So the use case, they don't shortlist you based on the use case. There's a deadline to upload the use case. That's after that, whoever is whoever has uploaded will get an interview. Okay. So the shortlisting is after the interview.
Achha, okay. So all people who have read the test cases will be having the TR.
Yeah.
Chalo then.
That is for the technical round.
So what was the time taken to get the TR result, Snigdha?
That was a long time, actually. For me, I think I had to wait somewhere between 20 days to a month, I think.
Okay, so TR is the final round.
Yeah, that's the final round. I mean, a lot of people had other rounds, I think, with HR, but I did not have any. I directly got my offer letter.
So an individual may have HR, may not have HR, correct?
Yeah.
So anything you want to mention before jumping to job description? Are we missing anything?
No, I think that's all the processes.
So no coding, no SQL, no DBMS?
No, nothing. This is not a coding job at all.
So before jumping to job description, guys, see, it depends on the on-campus. So if you are dealing with the on-campus, it may go in a smoother manner. But the CTI is gone through the off-campus, so it took a lot of time. So all the SPOC details will be mentioned in the mail ID. If you want to contact the SPOC, you can just directly refer the mail ID. And if you are from the CEO hiring, the on-campus, make sure that you are having a contact with the college DPO. And coming back to the Snigdha, so job description, Snigdha, you talk on that. What is your role, responsibilities?
Yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier, right, we deal with the storage portfolio of Dell.
So, what will be the expected salary to a freshers? Snigdha, can you talk on that?
Yeah. So, the expected salary, I think the range would be anywhere from 6 to 8 lakhs. At least that's how it was when I was joining.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think that can be something you can expect.
So, looking the decision into consideration, Snigdha, like what will be this Dell's hiring procedure currently? So, is it the same as 2 years back? As it's updated? How is it?
I think it's the same. Honestly, I'm not very sure because now I'm an employee, so I'm not very much into the hiring. But it should be the same because so from COVID, what they did is most of the interviews now are online, so they can reach a lot of people all over India. It used to be mostly recruits within Bangalore or like nearby places, but now a lot of people are recruited, so I'm guessing it's online everything.
So when compared to fresher and experienced candidate, like how will be the hiring procedures? Any idea? Like, is it the same pattern of hiring the individual? Is it a bit different?
That I'm not sure. I only know because the Dell hires a lot of freshers. At least till now, they've been hiring a lot of freshers. So that's all I am in contact with.
All right. So I guess we have covered everything which was necessary to our audience, and its hiring is done, job description is done. Yeah, coming to the internship and stipend, any talk on that, Snigdha?
Yeah, so internship is there. I'm not sure about the stipend, but so interns also have to go through something called a boot camp where they have to learn all the products and basically work like how a full-time employee works. You have to show them that you are capable of learning all these products. Yeah, so you have to give a lot of presentations and yeah, all of that. You have to go through all that. And then I think most likely you would get the job, but there will be deciding factors, of course, to who gets the job. Yeah.
So it depends upon the performance which you perform during the internship.
Right, exactly. So how you perform in the boot camp would be a very essential factor in your hiring.
So then, based upon your internship performance, your job will be full time.
Yeah.
Chalo. So we have covered everything. So any suggestion to our audience? What will be the career for the fresher in the Dell? Anything like that? Any suggestion?
Yeah. So I think as a fresher, when you come to Dell, there is a lot of scope for growth. And especially within the first 2 years, you'll have a lot of perks as a fresher. Dell will make sure to make you feel special, I would say. So yeah, you'd find it very interesting to work here. And after that, also the career growth is there's a fixed like path you can see going in Dell. So if you perform well, you will be rewarded. There is nothing holding you back.
So any suggestion to audience, Sindha, how they can prepare for the Dell interview? Anything like what is your suggestion? What is your approach?
Honestly, I would say that since most people watching would be from computer science, IT, or ECE, I don't think there's anything special that you can prepare for Dell because the kind of interview questions they ask is not something that you expect and see very regularly. So just be confident. When they give you the use case, try and understand exactly what solution you're giving and defend that very well. I think that's all the preparation that you need.
Yeah. And yeah, Sneha, I guess we covered everything, and really appreciate you for taking time and joining us, and giving complete insight regarding the Dell hiring procedure. And thanks for giving suggestion to our audience. And really appreciate you for taking time and joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Pleasure, Sneha, pleasure. And yeah, guys, this is all of today's talk. And guys, if you're not subscribed to our channel, hit the bell icon and subscribe. And guys, we also have a Telegram community called WeGrow. A link is given in the description. And Snigdha, once again, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Akshay.
And yeah, guys, this is all about today's talks. In the